the senior now leading this team. 14-0 with 11 falls, going up against Malik Amine, the junior. Amine out of Brighton, Michigan, Detroit Catholic Central. Zain Retherford out of Benton, Pennsylvania, Benton High School.
Well, this is certainly tough duty for Amine, but he jumps right back in on a leg shot. Amine's in pretty good position here. If you keep his right shoulder underneath the knee, you can see that the balance that Retherford has in this position is pretty impressive too, because he's trying to attack the lower body.
And has slid that leg down, coming up, working up, and you talk about the head up. Oh.
Well, and that's a good call by Jeff Cook there, because clearly Amine could have taken Retherford's ankle there and put it out of position. I'm going to tell you, if he's anything like his father and his uncle, he will battle you the whole match, okay? He'll give you everything he has.
Talking about Malik Amine and his dad, his uncle, having wrestled here at Michigan. He's got a brother and a cousin on the team right now.
Those guys would scrap. Those Amine brothers would. I'm sure they pass it on. He's out. He's been able to get in on that leg a couple of times. It's pretty impressive. And now you see Retherford working on the 2-on-1.
And if you're going to beat Retherford, you've got to move in and out. You got to create your opportunity, and you got to be on the attack.
Yeah, and here's what he does. That's his go-to shot right there. Go-to move. He likes to go left off of that drag. And I think what that 2-on-1 and foot sweep action is doing for him, which is something I'm sure he's had for a long time, but it threatens one side of the body, and when the guy squares up, he's able to get into that natural drag position that he's so effective with.
Zain Retherford, Penn State, two-time NCAA champion, dangerous from everywhere, almost impossible to score on. We've seen a couple of great shots by Malik Amine here. And then, Jim, you talk about pace a lot. Here's the textbook. You talk about pace. He's a perfect example of someone that has pace that's straightforward all 7 minutes or whatever it takes.
Yeah, and again, more of the hammering type pace. A lot of go-behinds in his wrestling. Do a good job of down blocking. Nice reactions by Amine, but he comes back in and collects the shot. So it's just constant activity. I think what separates him and why he was indeed the Hodge Trophy winner last year is just his ability to hammer on top with the legs. I mean, more than just a rider, a guy that can turn you.
Okay, sir, stay still.
And there's your flow rankings for 149. Zain Retherford, Brandon Sorensen from Iowa, 1-2. It's been that way. They've had a lot of great battles. Flow Wrestling, our national ranking partners.
Take a look at the point of emphasis this year about the hands to the face. Right there, you see that right hand coming, both hands coming. And I see where referee Jeff Cook has been watching this. He's got his head to the. One more time, he's trying to get the point across to Mr. Amine is that you can't do that.
Michigan, come here. Michigan, come here. You can't stiff arm me. Go right over there. Right over there.
Take. Get an idea what these guys are. Yeah. Normally we get a chance to hear what the correction that Jeff Cook has made, but I think he's making a good point here. This match is getting a little rougher than it needs to be, and as if you're constantly jabbing at the head right there, you're really not doing a good enough job setting up technique. And again, that was a major point of emphasis here with the rules, and it was a good job of referee Cook catching that.
Still nothing. Just put him on his back there. Elevate his knees.
Retherford in on the shot. The main lock pretty tight in the crotch. He's going to go ahead and scoop the leg. He's scooping the top leg, which is a little bit tougher to go ahead and finish the technique with it because Amine is able to go ahead and keep his hips flat. And short time, and the referee's going to call a stalemate. Good job by Amine. There's a good look at his dad, Mike Amine. See the intensity in Dad's face. Boy, he brought it too.
Do you need time? Watch your language. Trainer.
I mean, there's a lot of pain in both faces there. A lot of pain from the intensity here from Malik Amine. But boy, Dad, he wants to be on the mat, Jim. And you were coaching at Iowa State when he was wrestling.
Yeah, he was an NCAA finalist. He hit a beautiful headlock in the semifinals against David Lee from Stanford. Went on to do it. And I think what happened right there is that Retherford had that leg so tight, I think that had a lot of pressure on the outside ligament of the knee. And it probably, let's take a look at this. And normally you're trying to come out the back door, you scoop the bottom leg, but see how, look at that, how he pops his hips in. Look at the pressure on the knee right there. He's popping his hips in and chest in. And that's just a young man who's just gutting it out right there. Most guys would turn into that and turn away from it and give up the points. Not Malik Amine.
Malik Amine, a two-time state champion in Michigan. And as you said, his dad, Mike, a national runner-up, NCAA runner-up for Michigan back in the 80s.
We had one of my favorite guys, Michael Van Arsdale, wrestle him in the finals at Iowa State. So,
Penn State's going to choose bottom after injury timeout.
So, because of the injury, the non-injured wrestler gets his choice on how he wants to start when they restart. So Zain Retherford has chosen to be down, have the opportunity for some more points here in short time with 17 seconds left in the first period.
Good job. Look at the activity of the lower body right there. You said, how do I get out from underneath? It's creating angles, squares up with him. Good work, got out in 9 seconds. But not only the stand-up, but the stand-up in motion. And so many guys just stand up and they stand there as opposed to improving your position and walking out.
The movement, the angles, Zain Retherford says he defers, and so Malik Amine says he is going to go neutral.
Stay still.
That's the choice of Malik Amine, the redshirt junior, Michigan.
Again, he's been able to go ahead and get to that leg a few times. He shot to the other side. Nice drag there, attacking below the knees.
Dropping down to that second angle, getting the 2 points.
And we're
Retherford back in, the #1 ranked wrestler in the nation, a two-time NCAA champion. Tacks on another 2 points.
Watch him scoop up the right leg, Tim. See how he scoops up that right leg, brings the outside leg in. And he's the
bars
best.
The arm.
Yeah, but he's the best right now in the country at turning the hips. See how he's turning the hips? You turn the hips and the shoulders will follow. Focuses on turning the hips. All the focus seems to be on the upper body, but really it should be on the lower body here. He turns the hips, the shoulders follow.
And it's his hips which are rotating to turn Amine's hips there. What a tremendous job of technique.
But, it's like if you have a pipe wrench, you use a pipe wrench while it's open, you kind of take a grip or an open-ended adjustable wrench. He kind of takes a bite at it, and then he comes back real quickly and turns them again. Good work. Yeah, that separates him, and that's why he's got all the dominating matches, and really why he was able to win the Hodge Trophy last year with the criteria.
Zain Retherford has not had a regular decision yet this year, and he is 14-0 with 11 falls, 2 tech falls, and a major decision.
Improve.
Yeah.
Warning, bottom. Stalling on the bottom.
Right now has a major decision.
Keep it flat.
Working on a tech. 11 points. He needs 4 more points. Actually 3 because he's got the riding time in control.
Watch it. Improve.
Now, I would tell you this is that the effort that Malik Amine has given in this bout here with all the shots he's taken, he presented himself, he's kept himself in the middle. He was just being dominated there. That wasn't wasn't stalling.
I agree with you.
It's not stalling in my book. You're down 13-2 and trying to get to your base.
There's such a thing as dominance being shown that is not stalling on the opponent, and I think you're exactly right, Jim.
But just replay the match and look at all the aggression that he showed on the feet. And And like I said, I think he's presented himself quite well in this match. There's a little roll through. Again, this is where the Penn State wrestlers have excelled in those little scramble situations that you just saw. Is that he felt the roll coming, but Amine only got halfway through the roll because of the work that Retherford did. You see a lot of that from Nolf. Saw a little bit of it here with Nick Lee. See a lot of it from, oh, look at this. And Jeff Cook is looking at all the right things here. He's better keep an eye on the, yeah. Well, I think he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah,
of
Jeff Cook was right on top of that,
yeah,
and stopped it.
His ankle was clearly being hyperextended, and that's one of the reasons why that was a tough situation to be in. They're going to call injury time, and now he's going to hit him with unsportsmanlike conduct as well, which that's correct call.
Yes, that is a correct call. And you can understand the frustration on the part of Malik Amine, but you can't. Restraint is part of this sport too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're adding on the points right now, so that makes it 16 to 2. So with short time, they're going to go ahead and keep the action on top, but actually technically wouldn't Retherford have his choice because of the injury time?
So 16 to 2, 14-point lead with riding time. Will be a technical foul. There was an unsportsmanlike technical violation tacked on there.
Well, for the
pushing
betterment of everybody here, Amine keep his ankles close to the mat. You can see this. Oh, 1 count, 2 count. Only one.
Malik Amine trying to get something to work to get out and not have that technical fall, but that's easier said than done. And the chin.
He's got him
Rutherford's
right.
got the chin.
He's got him tight here,
Tim. Chest here.
Yeah.
Boy, this is tough duty.
Head off the mat, shoulders. Good fight by Amine, but that's the national champion on his way for 3. Good work there.
12th fall this year for Zain Retherford, the 2-time NCAA champion. 6 points on the board for Penn State, and they go out in front after 4 matches, 9 to 8.